everyone, and welcome to our interview series on decoding offer shopping by OfferDecline. I am Deepthi, your host, and I am glad to introduce our guest for today's interview, Mathen. She is the Vice President Human Resources at 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗀 As we all know, recruitment can be a challenging task for any organization. And one of the biggest challenges that organizations face during the hiring process is offer decline, which can cause a significant financial losses and wasted resources. That's why we are here to talk about the solutions that can help organizations and recruiters to help and to address this issue. OfferDecline has developed a platform that allows recruiters to share information about candidates who have checked on potential candidates before making an offer and prevent them from taking recruiters for a ride. So this platform can help recruiters save valuable time and resources and improve the efficiency of the recruitment process. I'm delighted to have 𝗍𝗍 with us today to discuss an important topic. And throughout this interview, we will be exploring some of the challenges and effective strategies involved in this crucial aspect of hiring. So before we move into this deep conversation, 𝗍𝗍, could you please tell us more about yourself and your journey in the industry?
Thank you so much, Deepthi. It's such a pleasure to be part of your platform. I really like, from the time you told me about the product, I really like the idea. It's something that we always wanted to, explore. Whenever we had, a situation where we had a dropout, we've always, thought there should be some kind of a stopgap arrangement made where we have a, maybe a platform or a check as to whether we can, know whether the candidate will actually join us or not, right? So when you put this across to me, I thought it is definitely a good, deal. And I'm really happy you gave me this opportunity. This will also bounce off a lot of thoughts that's come across in my mind. So around 22 years of experience, out of which around 18 years in healthcare. Had the opportunity and the privilege to have worked in very good brands across the country. So mostly been in hospitals, and now I'm with Randstad Sourceright. We are a total talent solution company doing amazingly well across the country, and we stand as one of the best companies in the world, actually. One of course, the best decisions that I've taken in my career as of now. So that's all about me. I hope I add value to your platform and as we go to, in this conversation.
Absolutely. So here is my first question to you, 𝗍𝗍. And how do you measure the success of your offer negotiation and acceptance process? And what metrics do you use to evaluate it?
Okay. Though presently I'm not part of the hiring team, we have our own internal hiring team. But in previous organizations, it was always end-to-end, hire to, I wouldn't use the word fire, I would use the word retire. So, we used to ensure the entire life cycle was taken care from the time the team, came on board. So definitely, the most important part was to get the candidate that we selected on board. So that crucial, be it a 30-month gap or a 60, 90-month gap, used to be very crucial for us. So we used to sort of keep the, see, it automatically comes out as employee first, we used to keep the candidate engaged, and the connect used to be there so that, both of us knew that, they were joining. So that used to be an indirect way of connecting with the candidate. Other than that, we had our, analysis in place. So we used to forecast as to, who could be the likable dropouts. So people who are at, who need to relocate, or people who take a very long time to join us, whatever be the reason, their notice period or whatever, you knew were the likely people who could drop out. So most important thing is to understand that, keep that ready, and then a pipeline. Pipeline always worked for us, a backup plan always helped us to replace a person if he or she dropped out on the last minute. And last minute dropouts are common, pretty common, especially in the industry, in healthcare especially. So, the day he or she is supposed to join, the first, morning, you might just get a call that, 𝗍𝗍, because of this reason, I'm dropping out. So pipeline, a tracker, analysis used to really work for us.
So what are the normally main reasons where, candidates drop out at the last moment, 1 day prior or 2 day prior? Because normally it happens with every industry and so many organizations. And like, as you mentioned, in the healthcare, in the IT also, it is common. So what that things instincts to that candidate normally?
So the normal answers that we used to get is retention, because today, if you're good, of course, every company will retain you, right? So most companies, even till the last day, try to retain their people if they're that good. So that used to be one of the major reasons that, the person got retained. Second is if the person has, concerns related to distance, relocation. And if another thing that came up was, especially we had this instance of doctors, especially when your spouse is also a doctor, getting a job, I know, and you, coming, a simple example is coming from, heart of Mumbai to 𝗩𝗏𝗰𝗲𝗍 Mumbai, you're concerned about your spouse. Will she or he be able to, travel, relocate, right? So that actually developed as a new concern for us. And this is actually something that is, worrisome, because most people want to move in as a team, especially in this industry. So we even had, it's not necessarily doctors. We had cases where we had technicians move in together. We had, we call them paramedical staff. We had nursing, the husband and wife both working. And there are certain companies which actually have policies where they say, the partners can't work together, right? So those are places where then HR comes into focus, where, such stringent policies are then, changed to accommodate this requirement. So we've moved into a situation where we will have to cater to such needs. And that's again, one of the major reasons why we used to have dropouts. Otherwise, that's it. Mostly it was like, bordered around personal.
So this is really interesting for me. So normally, personally, I was more aware about the IT industry or the manufacturing and all. But this is a very a kind of new thing for me. I mean, basically, maybe it is wasn't back of my mind. But yes, in healthcare industries, normally spouses are in the same field. Maybe they are the doctors, or maybe the same kind of profession they used to have, and it becomes difficult for them. This is really interesting. Could you share some of the challenges which you have faced while navigating the offer shopping process, and how you overcame that?
Okay, so challenges, like I mentioned, once the offer is rolled out, is to keep the person engaged. So I remember I came across this particular case study in one of, the courses that I've done, where there's this particular company, which, used to have a gamification app modeled, where they used to, keep the candidate engaged. So they used to send out various type of small competitions, and so the candidates constantly engaged, and the high level of engagement used to give you an idea whether he or she is genuinely interested to join you, right? So that depends on how far you want to take it. In our case, we used to keep it simple. We used to keep connected. We used to, our onboarding process used to start a bit early. The documentations and everything that needs to be submitted, pre-employment medical checkup, sharing the reports, giving suggestions before the person comes, if any outliers there in the report. So these things actually used to make a difference to the candidate. Like, yes, this organization I'm joining, the policies seem to be in place. The HR seems to be, in touch with us, and it really made a difference. I mean, till the last day, even on the last day, the day before, calling up saying, I hope you know where to reach. We are sitting on the second floor. Give me a call as soon as you reach the lobby. All those, make a lot of difference. So another, thing which I noticed is, so after a candidate joins, most of the candidates know very few people in the organization. So for the candidate, the HR is then, the sole authority that they know. So the first practically 2, weeks, you'll find the candidate around the HR department. Something or the other, and they'll come and ask you, well, what about this policy, what about that policy? For the first 2 weeks, you'll find them around, and that is the time when we become their soul buddies. So what we used to do is to assign one person only for this, onboarding, so that this employee is, after 2 weeks we don't find the employee anywhere. Then maybe one day you'll just see the person in the lift, or you see the person in the cafeteria. But that's nice. It means they've settled in and everything. So when we talk about hiring, even till the first 2 weeks, that whole process needs to continue. That's what I want to convey to everybody. It doesn't mean that you just hire the person and you put the person on the job. Our responsibility continues till he or she acquaints themselves in the system, creates their space, and then, gets into that space. So till then, we are there. That is something I would like to put across, Deepthi. When you look at this platform, see, you can also take it to, to one notch up of going into 2, weeks more.
Yes, Absolutely. So this is just a beginning. So, you know, still there are a lot many things which are yet to be implemented, and depending on the what all opportunities would get from the industry leaders, definitely will be upgraded according to that. So,
Right.
what strategies have you found to be effective in incentivizing the candidates to accept job offers?
Okay, so there are industries which follow the joining bonus, retention bonus. Though I do not come from that school of thought, I don't feel anybody should join an organization basis, a financial implication linked to it. They should join because they genuinely, believe in the brand. They believe that they get, an employee value proposition from this partnership with the organization. The organization will help them to develop and grow. I come from that school of thought, but I'm not saying that it does not prevail in the industry. There are reasons as to why, such measures are in place. So I'm not for it, nor am I against it. But yes, I do not practice that.
Great. Yes, joining any organization just for the certain money, if the temporary monetary benefits is not actually a good idea, and then unless the HR or the organization has given you the clear path of your progression from where you are starting and where are you going, so definitely that impacts the overall journey of the candidate more. So yes, this is important. What do you think how do you think that such platform called OfferDecline can really help organizations and in helping the organization in taking the right decision at the right time of the hiring candidates in this scenario of the candidate offer shopping or the offer decline?
Believe me, Deepthi, that is the reason why I'm sitting here with you, because I'm really happy that, you all are thinking on these lines. If I had something like this around maybe 20 years ago, life would have been so much more easier, right? So it's a beautiful idea. If I come to know that I can refer back to a certain platform or a certain, a site where I can know whether this candidate, actually takes offers, and, there are a lot of people who do genuinely do offer shopping. And if I have a, understanding that there is a track record, it's what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong, Deepthi. If I am looking at, so if you're looking at a restaurant in Zomato, right? So you go to Zomato, you check out this restaurant, you look at the rating, you look at the feedback, and then you decide whether you want to go to this restaurant or not, right? So your platform will be something similar, where I can look at the profile of the candidate, check what ratings have been given, see if there's any kind of feedback on him, and then take it forward from there. Am I, on the same thought?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, right. So, I mean, definitely I will look forward to such a platform.
Great. Wonderful. I really love to know about your overall journey and your overall insights on this very crucial topic called candidate offer shopping. And thank you for joining us today for this insightful conversation on the offer shopping. It has been a pleasure discussing this important aspect of hiring with 𝗍𝗍. I hope that our viewers have gained valuable insights into the challenges and strategies involved in the offer negotiation and acceptance processes. Based on the conversation, it is clear that the platform developed by OfferDecline can significantly improve the recruitment process by providing the valuable information about the candidates who have declined offers in the past. This information can help organizations and recruiters make informed decisions and avoid wasting time and resources. So, if you're a recruiter or part of an organization that is struggling with offer decline, we encourage you to explore the solutions offered by OfferDecline. With their platform, you can improve the efficiency of your recruitment process, save valuable resources, and ultimately make better hiring decisions. Thank you once again to 𝗍𝗍 for sharing her expertise with us. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. We look forward to bringing you more insightful conversations in future.
So, Deepthi, thank you. Wish you and your team the very best. Looking forward to working with this platform very soon.
Thank you so much, 𝗍𝗍. Thank you.